The oil and gas industry conducts a complex balance of exploration, extraction, and transportation. At the center of the indicate then is offshore support operation, an indispensable component that keeps offshore platforms running smoothly. The topic delves into the nuanced field of offshore support operation, focusing primarily on safety management, a critical aspect that protects life, protects environment, and upholds the integrity of the industry. Offshore support operation involves a symphony of activity, from the transportation of personnel to delivery essential equipment and supplies to offshore installations. The unique challenges presented by the harsh offshore environment, characterized by raw seas and remote locations, demand carefully planning and execution. Security management in this context emerged as a major concern. The stakes are high, and the consequences of a mistake in security can be catastrophic. In conclusion, offshore support operations stand a proof of human ingenuity and perseverance in unlocking the Earth's energy resources. In this dynamic landscape, a safety management is not a just regulatory obligation, but an ethical imperative that support industry integrity. As the oil and gas industry continues to push new frontiers, the integration of robust safety management practice into offshore support operation is essential for a safe, sustainability, and prosperous future. Transportation planning is the process of developing and implementing plans and strategies for the transportation of people and goods. It involves identifying community or regional needs and developing ways to meet those needs efficiently and effectively. Transportation planners consider a variety of factors when developing plans, including population growth, land use patterns, economic development, environmental impacts, and the availability of transportation infrastructure and funding. The goal transportation planning is to create transportation system that is safe, efficient, and accessible to all users, and that supports the goals and needs of the entire community. Transporting crew and equipment is also a multifaceted operation that goes beyond logistic coordination. It is a complex dance where safety is central. In this essay, we delve into the important area of crew and equipment transportation planning with a focused safety management. The importance of this aspect cannot be overstated, as it not only protects life and asset but also ensures the smooth implementation of projects in various industries. Finally, safety management is the backbone of crew and equipment transportation planning, serving as the foundation upon which successful operations are built. It requires a harmonious combination of technological innovation, regulatory compliance, and a firm commitment to fostering a culture of safety. As the industry continues to evolve, the integration of safety management principles into crew and equipment is not a just regulatory requirement, but a moral imperative that ensures the well-being of stakeholders involved.
Process of transportation planning of crew and equipment. Personal transportation from the shore base to the offshore platform is one of logistic activity in the offshore support operations. This is a significant task that need to be carefully planned and coordinated in order to guarantee the operations efficiency and safety. The Malaysian offshore support vessel of the ICON Offshore Group, the Malaysian Oil and Gas Exploration and Production Company, Hibiscus Oil and Gas Malaysia, is depicted in this picture as having contracted an offshore support vessel. The ship is a platform supply vessel which goes to the offshore platform with people, gear, and supplies. The ship can handle large subsea structures 10 to each 150 ton active levered compensated crane and large open stern. Additionally, the ship has a 200-ton carousel for installing flexible cable and pipe. Here's an illustration of process could operate. Step 1. Request reception. A request to transfer a specific number of employees to the offshore platform at a specific date and time is received by the offshore support company from the client. The request also details the staff members' roles, responsibilities, and equipment. Step 2. Vessel assignment. An appropriate offshore support vessel is assigned by the offshore support company to carry out the task. The offshore support vessel may be a specialized personnel transfer vessel, an anchor handling tug supply vessel, or a platform supply vessel to accommodate the staff and their bags. The offshore support vessel need to have enough room, amenities, and safety gear, along with a capable crew. The offshore support vessel also need a current certificate of compliance. Step 3. Coordinate and preparation. To arrange for the loading and unloading of personnel and their equipment, the offshore support company works in conjunction with both the offshore platform and the shore base. The personnel receive the required security checks, paperwork, and orientation from the shore base prior to boarding the offshore support vessel. For the offshore support vessel to approach and dock safely, the offshore platform provides required communication, navigation, and weather information. In addition, the offshore platform gets the gangway or helideck ready for the offshore support vessel crew to disembark. Step 4. Monitoring and compliance. Throughout the voyage, the offshore support company keep an eye on the workers and the offshore support vessel progress. The offshore support vessel reports its position, speed, and estimate time of arrival by keeping in regular contact with both the offshore platform and the shore base. The offshore support vessel operate in the offshore region in accordance with safety and environmental regulations and protocols. In addition to making sure everyone is comfortable and safe, the offshore support vessel crew supplies food, water, and medical support as needed. Step 5. Completion and evaluation. When the offshore support vessel return to the shore base after delivering the personnel and their equipment to the offshore platform, the offshore support company has finished the job. The offshore support company review the crew and offshore support vessel's performance after receiving payment and feedback from the client. Additionally, the offshore support company keep track of and report any incidents, mishaps, or problems that arise throughout the operations.
For the importance of the transportation planning, the first one is minimizing the downtime. The timing of offshore operation is extremely important and of course can be very expensive. By ensuring that crew change and equipment deliveries are well coordinated and proper planning help to minimize the downtime. Additionally, it guarantees the effective mobilization and demobilization of personnel and equipment. This entails creating precise timetable and backup plan in order to quickly handle unforeseen problem. This lessens the financial impact of delay and promote continuously production. The second one is optimizing cost. In offshore operation, transportation can be highly expensive. By selecting the most cost-effective mode of transportation, strategically scheduling maintenance tasks, and preventing needless delay that may result in higher operating costs, planning enable cost optimization. Next, safety consideration. Safety in oil and gas sector is utmost important. The crew and equipment safety during transit is taken into consideration during transportation planning. The covers elements like the state of the sea, the weather, and emergency response plan in case of unanticipated events. The last one is environmental impact. The exchange There's a chance that offshore operation will affect the environment. To reduce its ecological footprint, transportation planning takes into account eco-friendly options like using helicopter or low-emission vessel. This is consistent with the growing focus on sustainable practice within the industry.
There are many challenges that can be identified during the process of transporting crew and equipment offshore. The first challenge is the weather and sea condition. These challenges such as storm winds and rough sea has posed a great risk to the crew during the transport process due to the unstable condition of the ship. The second challenge is the far offshore distance and its remote location. This long distance has resulted in the transport process taking a long time. This also causes high fuel consumption and also affect the fatigue of the crew to reach offshore. The next challenge is ship compatibility and design. The unstable movement of the ship has caused the crane used to move the crew and equipment to produce strong oscillation, and this poses a risk to the ship crew. Therefore, offshore vessels should be specifically designed to be able to withstand all obstacles along the way offshore. The fourth challenge is the lack of the training and safety by the crew. The shipping industry must always ensure that the crew has sufficient safety training so that they are always ready to face all obstacles while going offshore. When the crew is not trained, it will be easy to get stuck and get injured. The final challenge is limited access and infrastructure. The lack of infrastructure that needs to be there to move crew and equipment result in the process taking a long time. Every ship must always ensure that the equipment is available and always serviced so that it is safe to use.
Transportation of crude to offshore platform in the oil and gas industry requires several safety considerations. First, compliance with safety regulation. Compliance with all regulation, safety regulation, standard and guideline is essential to ensure the safety of personnel during transportation. Second, crew training. Providing comprehensive training to all personnel to ensure awareness of safety procedures, equipment operation and emergency response plan can help prevent accidents and ensure a quick and effective response in the event of an emergency. Third, equipment maintenance. Ensuring that all transportation equipment is well maintained and in good working order is essential to prevent equipment failure and reduce the risk of accident. Then, personal protective equipment PPE. Providing personnel with the appropriate PPE such as safety footwear, flame retardant cover, glove, helmet, eyes protection, and ear defender is critical for their safety during transportation. 5. Transponder for emergency mastering. Using transponder to quickly and easily locate people in an emergency can improve the safety of personnel during transportation. 6. Communication and coordination. Establishing effective communication and coordination system is important to ensure that all personnel are aware of safety procedure and emergency response plan, which can help prevent confusion and ensure a quick and effective response in the event of an emergency. Transportation of equipment to offshore platform in the oil and gas industry requires several safety considerations. First, compliance with safety regulation. Complying with all relevant safety regulations, standard and guidelines is essential to ensure the safety of personnel and equipment during transportation. Second, equipment maintenance. Ensuring that all transportation equipment is well maintained and in good working order is essential to prevent equipment failure and reduce the risk of accident. Third, proper loading and securing of equipment. Proper loading and securing of equipment is critical to prevent equipment from shifting or falling during transportation. Fourth, communication and coordination. Establishing effective communication and coordination system is important to ensure that all personnel are aware of safety procedure and emergency response plan, which can help prevent confusion and ensure a quick and effective response in the event of an emergency. 5. Transponder for emergency mastering. Using transponder to quickly and easily locate people and equipment in an emergency can improve the safety of personnel and equipment during transportation. 6. Proper handling of hazardous material. Proper handling of hazardous material during transportation is critical to prevent accident and ensure the safety of personnel and equipment.
In August 2023, the El Yamama, the new offshore support vessel designed for Nakilat's Wizard Wishmola (NSW), has been officially launched in Singapore by shipbuilder Lita Ocean. With its home port in Doha, the vessel will serve as one of the maintenance vessels for Qatar Energy in the Middle East. The vessel is designed specifically to transfer special maintenance personnel and equipment from land to offshore. It can carry up to 40 people at a speed of 24 knots. The vessel has a large deck cargo that can hold up to 10 tons of payload. This ensures the performance of the ship in transporting personnel and crucial equipment to Qatar Energy. For the second case study, in October 2020, there was a collision between the offshore support vessel OSV Kerame Bow Truck Number 33 and the Coast Guard cutter Harry Claiborne. The collision of the vessel happened near Texas Point when the stationary cutter was servicing the buoys in the channel of Sabine Pass. After the collision, the OSV subsequently ran aground to the shore. Second collision then happened as the current set OSV, which just broke free from ashore into the stationary cutter. After investigation, the reason for initial collision was due to the wrong assumptions of OSV captain regarding the location of the stationary cutter. The second collision, on the other hand, was due to the lack of communication and coordination between the two vessel operators, and the OSV was attempting to refloat their vessel. As a result, this implies the importance of effective communication and emergency planning in transportation of crew and equipment in offshore support operations.